Hi there, it's James Bastable from photos.co.uk, and this video is all about virtual tours. It's about the commonly asked questions we get and also how we build them, giving you some more information on what's possible with the customization. And we're going to use a real example here that we've created for our industrial and logistics client. And this was only completed about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So it's a fresh example, one that we can talk quite a lot about the skin and how it's all put together. And we'll just jump straight into it. So this tour, you can go on photos.co.uk, click the virtual tours section, and this tour you can actually browse around it. But we're going to show you around it in this video as well. And we'll talk to you about the different areas. So starting off, we've got an aerial overview. So this is from 400 feet, captured with one of our specialist bit of drone equipment. And you can click and spin around and have a look at anywhere you want. So this is just outside of Wellingborough. You can see the other available units, the other occupied units that are next to this available unit. And then all of these hotspots that are flashing are all the different touch points that you can go to and navigate around. So just before we do that, I'll talk to you about the design and what you're looking at here. So the skin, which is the interface and everything that you can see here on the left and at the bottom, is designed to the brand guidelines of this client. So the fonts, the colours and the logos, everything all matches so that when it's put into their website, it seamlessly integrates as if it was built into the website directly. On the left hand side, we've got the unit specification, travel distances, the floor plan and agents details, and they're simply all of the bulkier information that we wouldn't want to put on screen. Just if you need to access that, you can click that and it pops up in a window, click the X and it will close it back down. On the bottom, we've got a quick navigation menu for you to jump to any point in the virtual tour. If you didn't want to use the icons to click around, you could jump to anywhere and use the menu at the bottom. So let's have a little look around. We'll jump first. Let's go straight into the unit. So if we click the point on the top, you can see we go straight in. And if we don't touch anything, the virtual tour will just navigate around. It'll do a full 360 and then it will move on to the next point. So if you were using this in a presentation or at a show, you could just put it on a screen, click a point, leave it alone, and it will just navigate through. So every area you can get into, the doors will lead you to the next point. If you click on any of the dock doors, they'll lead you outside and that sort of thing. So because this is a complete custom build, we use our best interpretation of how to get around it, and we don't want to be clicking hundreds of points to move across 183,000 square foot space. We tend to do them in a space this size. We'd probably want to put about 4 or 5 points inside so that you can click a point like this one, move straight to the other side of the unit and navigate it quickly. So we've designed it with speed in mind so that you're not constantly clicking to get to one location. So here you can see we've captured, you can have a look up at the ceiling, you can have a look straight down at the floor. Everything is in a 360 tour, and I'll keep spinning around and showing you around here so you can actually have a look for yourself and see all of the information that's on screen as well. We've got 4 level access doors, we've got 12 level dock doors, we've got 4 Euro dock loading doors, and if I use this menu across the bottom, we can jump straight into the meeting room, for example. This is on the first floor with all the offices, and I'm just clicking around and having a little look around here. So one of the most common questions we get asked is what can you capture in the virtual tour? Can you capture this room and this space and this outside? And we can actually capture pretty much everything from ground level up to 400 feet. We've got different equipment to take it from 0 to 2 meters and then 2 to 7 meters, and then from 7 meters we'd be using drone equipment to go up to 120 meters. So any sort of size of building we can capture, any height we can capture as well. Let's use the quick menu across the bottom and go straight into reception. It's a lovely reception, this wall's lovely with all the lights on it. You can see we've got a point outside there to go outside, have a look at the charging points. We've got a point on the stairs to go straight upstairs, or you can navigate under the mezzanine, all that sort of thing. Let's go through some more frequently asked questions. If there's an area that you don't want to show, so say for example there's an area under construction next door, or there might be a military site nearby and you want to blur it out, or there might be just something like a school, for example, and you don't want that to appear in the virtual tour, we can blur it, block it out. There's multiple ways that we can make sure that can't be seen, but just so you know, you don't actually have to show everything. If it exists in real life, we can blur it out. We also don't have to capture every single room. In the virtual tour, you can choose to not capture areas and skip past them. And it's as simple as, you might not want to show like a shower room. You might really want to show the shower room, but if you didn't want to show the shower room, you don't have to. You can just negate that, navigate past it, and exclude it from the tour. Time on site, how long does it take for us to capture this? This tour was captured over a day, waiting for the right conditions. It then takes about a week for us to put all of this together, build all of the assets, put them all together, test it, and make sure everything is working fine. It takes about a week for us to put it together. And can anything be added to after? So this is a common question we get asked, and I'll show you an example here. On the aerial overview, this is the unit that's currently available. If this is completely hypothetically, there was another building that was to be built here. When that building is built, we could add that into the virtual tour, add in more touch points like the flashing icons there, that you'd be able to go and walk around that building as well. So anything can be changed afterwards. We can add in another unit, we could add in more icons, or if it's changing over time, we could use this as a time-lapse feature where we're showing the stages of progress and just keep adding and adding and adding into the tour. Customization I covered at the start. So brand guidelines, if we have your brand guidelines, we'll design it to the right colors, fonts, logos, everything. We'll just make sure that it fits seamlessly into your branding, so it doesn't look like it's been created by somebody external. It looks like it's been on brand from the start. And then hosting. So hosting is a really important one. We host everything for our clients. We include it in the cost, simply because it's easy for us to update anything. If something little needs changing, we can just get it changed like that and it updates immediately. There's two ways that it can be embedded and shared. The first way is a string of code that gets put into a text area on your website, and it pops up within your website like this. That's how we have them on photos.co.uk when they're in their own little window. The other way is to have a direct link that you can share one-on-one with somebody, and that opens up in its own browser, in Safari or Chrome or whichever browser that you're using. It will just open on its own page, and then that person can just navigate through that. So you can either embed it into your website or have it as a direct link. And that about covers all of the questions that we get asked. So let's carry on and have a little look around. This one is shot on a pole. So this is one of the pole systems. You can see the height of our van there and the height of the doors. This is about 4 or 5 meters up in the air. We can carry on and have a little look around. This is the point straight in from the access there into the driver's reception, I believe it's called. We can go straight back into the warehouse. You can see that we've jumped up a level there, quite a bit higher. And then we can even go up onto this floor. So as I was saying earlier about being able to move around it quickly, it's quite important because with these units, they're so big. If you did a point every sort of 2 or 3 meters, you'd be clicking for 5 minutes. For us to go from outside to inside to up onto the mezzanine there was a 15-20 second thing. Doesn't take any time at all. That about covers everything on virtual tours. You can go through this virtual tour at photos.co.uk and click on the virtual tours link. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch, and thanks for watching.